All right, hi guys, this is Dolly. I'm going to be making a tutorial on how to do face expressions. I know there's a couple of tutorials out there, but this is how I do it, and I haven't seen a tutorial kind of exploring this yet. I learned this way from my friend Drunk Harpy, who also makes avatars. I'm going to link her shop below. Please check out her stuff. She's taught me quite literally everything I know, so she's incredible. But this is the way she taught me, and we are both neurodivergent queens who don't know what we're doing. And this is like a way that I've learned that's been hard to fuck up, is how I describe it, right? So, this is how I do it, and we're gonna get into it. Okay, guys, this is my third time trying to film this because I'm stupid and I kept forgetting things. So, third time's the charm. Um, make sure before you get into expressions, obviously, that when you click your avatar, that it has the humanoid animation rig. It's all configured. It's all good to go. And then, usually I do my materials first, but that's up to you and what order you want to do things. It doesn't really matter, with that kind of stuff. So, first of all, you want to make expressions. Wonderful. So you're going to be clicking on your avatar. Make sure that you have the avatar descriptor in general. Um, I don't remember if you need it specifically for expressions, but it's always good to have. So make sure you hit add component and do VRC, and avatar descriptor should be the first thing that pops up. Next, what we're going to do is create a controller for this. So a controller basically controls all of the animations, including expressions, but later down the line, including toggles as well for like clothing and that kind of stuff. So, in order to make your controller, what you're going to do is you're going to drop down this little menu that says Packages on the left. Um, this is all, by the way, for Creator Companion. So what I did was do Create New Project and then Avatar, etc. And then I created this. So beforehand, it was a bit easier to find the controller. Now it's a bit harder. But I'll show you where to find it. So it's going to be in Packages, and then you scroll all the way down to VRC SDK Avatars. Underneath that, you're going to go to Samples, AV3 demo assets, animation, um, and then you're going to go over to controllers, and that's where you find it. So, usually the third one over is going to be called the hands layer. That's where it says it right there is hands layer. So you're going to click that and duplicate it. You do that by hitting Control D, and now you see that there's an extra one. And the one that's selected is the duplicated controller. So you're going to click that and drag that over to your toggles folder that you've created by right clicking and hitting create folder. So I did that over here in the beginning. Um, and now you have your controller. So what I would rename it is Violet FX. Now this isn't the Violet that I released for sale, like this is her Blender file, but I created a new Unity file just for demonstrative purposes. So what we're going to do now is right click here, go to create, go to animation, and click Violet Idle. That's what I do. You can also just name it Idle, but I like to make it specific so I don't confuse myself because I'm a dumb bitch. But um so you name it Violet Idle, and or whatever your avatar's name is, Idle, or just Idle, whatever you want to do. That what I do then is go over to left or right hand. For this, we'll say first you'll do right hand, click, go to Idle, and drag your animation over into this motion section. So that says motion Violet Idle or what have you. Then go over here to left hand, click Idle again, and drag that on over. Awesome. Now what we're going to make sure is that in the controller, we need to put the Violet FX so that now that is the controller for your avatar. Um, The controller happens after you do your animation rig and all that, so make sure you have that before you do this. After that, you're going to go over to animation, and you're going to go to Violet Idle. So we're going to hit add property. And what you're going to want to do is add all of your blend shapes from your body. So all of them will probably be like named like whatever you've named your body is what's going to pop up here. So mine is named Dolly Edit by Harpy because Harpy did my edit for my avatar. So she's done a lot of things for me. So you're going to click here where you see the first blend shape. So it's going to click down to skinned mesh renderer, and then AA, first blend shape is going to be blink. So this will depend on what your body is like, what heads or bodies you're using, if you join them properly, etc. But you're going to be scrolling down. These are all the blend shapes for your face, and then it gets into the body blend shapes, which I have a lot of. I like to include the body blend shapes as well, just in case, to make sure that I have everything and that nothing is going wrong. So once I get to my final one, which is this upper pubic one, make sure you are not adding the blend shapes that are VRC. These are your vizims. I don't know how to say it. Vizims. You don't want to add those. But you do want these, all the other ones, the body and face ones. I don't think you have to do all the body ones, but I do just to be safe to make sure it does not mess up. So you're going to shift click, and now all of these are selected. You're going to right click and hit add properties. After you've done that, here they are. They've all shown up, and they also have a value that determines how much you want that blend shape to be on your model, right? Before we get into making any expressions specifically, you want to go over here to the right where the second set of nodes are, and you want to right click and hit delete keys. That'll make it so that it's not being weird, basically. And it won't mess up on your Abby. So now we have all of these. We're all set to go for your idle layer, and make sure, triple check that everything is set to 0. It should be, there should be no reason it is, but Unity is Unity. After you've created that, now you have your first animation that you've put into your controller. So let's make an actual animation, right? So for example, we will Control D and duplicate our idle. And we're always going to duplicate from the idle whenever we're creating a new animation. So this animation will be like for the fist. So I'm going to name it Angry. There we go. And then I'm going to go over to the animator tab and click left hand first, then fist, and put in Angry. Then I'm going to click right hand, click fist, put in Angry. That way I have it all ready to go for whenever I go to this animation tab. So if you hit preview, you'll notice that it goes into this bicycle pose. It just does that whenever you have your controller in here before you're like finally uploading it, or before you want to sell your avatar. Make sure you take the controller out. But when you're editing your animation, you want to keep it in there. These animations that you could be editing could be the expressions, could be the toggles. But until you're all done with that, very last step is to take out the controller. So in order to edit your expressions, you're simply going to go over here. So I clicked on Angry, which is the expression I want to edit. I hit preview. And then I change the facial expressions to be however I want them to be, right? So, for example, if I want her to be like pouting, I'll put it at 100 if I really want a big pout. You can also make it like 50 or what have you, whatever you want. If you want her eyes to be mad now that she's angry. This one has an extra thing where it has like a little thing that pops up when she's angry. This little like anime thing. Make her brows mad. etc. So that's literally all you have to do in order to make it. You can customize this, add other things as much as you want to be the angry animation. Um, if you want her to be, for example, like if you want her to be looking up, like rolling her eyes, or I guess not rolling her eyes. If you like look more up or look down. Oh, that's horrifying. I hit 1000. For example, that's a good way to have like a kind of a different angry face. So if that's what I want from that animation, great. Now I'm completely done with it. What I do just to be extra careful is I'll click the record button on and off just to make sure that that's saved. But I don't think that's necessary. I just do that because I get scared. Um, and then it's just rinse and repeat from there. You're going to click the idle layer, you're going to duplicate it, and let's say you want to do the peace sign layer. Then you're going to rename it peace. You're going to go to your animator, you're going to click left hand, you're going to go peace, put it in there. Going to go right hand, hit peace, put it in there. Go to animation, make sure you're in scene, and then go to peace, preview. And then you can make her smirk and do like a cross-eyed thing. You could do whatever you want for whatever. You just have to edit it from there. But that's how I've kind of learned to do it. Like I said, from Jorn Carpy VR. I will put her links down below. She has a really wonderful shop. I will also put my shop links down below. Um, But that's how you do expressions. It's pretty straightforward. This way has been pretty foolproof for me. By creating this idle layer and having everything good to go, it makes it so that it does not mess up. I You don't have to make expressions for every single thing, but I usually do just because it's fun to make the expressions and kind of play with it. So that's how I make my custom expressions on my avatar. If you have any questions, please comment them down below. I'll be happy to help you with any issues you have. Please join my Discord server. We have a tutorials tab and a place where we have Blender and Unity questions. So don't hesitate to reach out via that. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll hit you with another tutorial next time. Bye.